Welcome, Richard's Slot Car Room. Welcome to Tyco Tuesday. Spirit of 76, Chapparral, 2D. Chapparrals are one of my favorite cars. When I was a kid, a buddy of mine had one, and I wanted one bad, and I ended up going and buying me one. Just had to have one. But I'll bring it around over here, and we'll check out this car. It's on a Tyco Pro 2 chassis. It has the buttons, and it is also a lighted chassis. Pretty good for a Tyco Pro. Of course, it has no chassis magnets, but it's still pretty fast. Alright. I'm not going to leave this sit on the dyno for 5 minutes while I read to you out of the book, because I will show you under here. Then I'll show you a couple examples. The headlight, these older bulbs, they get warm. And this type, as you can see, there's no bottom on the headlight mounting device. There's no bottom to it, so the bulb rests up against the body. And if you leave it sit, it'll end up starting to melt right there. Now, see this one here? It has a top, but it has no bottom. This one here, on the other hand, has a hole in the middle of it. Turn it at a certain angle where you can see it. So it has a top and a bottom that prevents the bulb from touching the body of the car. But I can actually show you a Chapparral 2D with a melted hood, because I have one. Some people have to learn the hard way. Don't you learn the hard way, because I already done told you, so don't do it. I should put some Nogus on this body while I got it off. Now these cars, the wings on them are pretty sturdy. They're pretty heavy duty. And these little tips on there, I'll show you in a minute. These little tips on there, they tend to break off once in a while, but you'll find them on eBay with no spoiler at all on them. They took the spoiler off because it was broken, and they couldn't find a new one, so. See that little tip right there? And the little tip right there. It's the exhaust. Not a separate piece, just painted. They're glued in. Roll it up and run a little smooth. Whoa. I think this car needs overhaul. Put that on my list, huh? Yeah, it's a really cool car. Well, now the whole headlight thing fell out. You notice how stuff like that happens when you're making a video? That's pretty funny. Well, let's see, it's clear right here, but it's a gray over here. They painted it back gray. That way the light would be forced to come out where the headlights are at. really. What seems to be the problem? I don't really want to get those two out of the way. I really don't want to glue this thing in there. No, it's upside down. It stays in fine. Maybe this headlight bulb's got pressure on it. Might have to put a drop of super glue on it. Don't really want to do that. Yep. So yeah. If you're gonna super glue it, where are you gonna super glue it at? Not sure. I didn't even look this one up in the book, did I? Didn't show you guys shit. Well, that sounds like it snapped in better. Maybe I just didn't have it in all the way right. Let's find out. Alrighty. Well, there it is. I did not have it in correctly. Let's see this plate. You can see there the gap in it. It's a little bit loose. So what I'm going to do is, if I can remember, right down inside here, there's a little pin that's bent over, kind of like on the bulkhead. These are bent over, and those need pushed down a little bit to make it a little tighter. I'm going to get out my handy dandy screwdriver here, and no, I can't do this where you can watch, but basically I'm just sticking it down inside and pushing down on it, and it ain't doing nothing. I might have to get out the hammer. If I can keep that up there. Yeah, hammer time. And that ain't doing nothing. You can see that little piece right there. That's coming up through, and it needs to be bent over. Look at the light. Let me see if I can see that better. Well, it's designed so you can actually take the plate off the bottom of it. And usually you just put a little pressure. There you go. See it? Now it's nice and tight. There it is. Usually you don't need the old hammer. Usually you just need to push down on it a little harder. Don't be a sissy and don't worry about breaking it. Now let's see if the plate's nice and tight. The headlight unit's not going to fall out. Let's get on with this show. Let's look this bad boy up in the book. Alright. Chapparral 2D, page 41. Alrighty. There it is right in front of you. Number 27. Now I have all but this one right here. Well, these are 2Gs. I don't have this 2D, and I don't have the track cleaner. Actually, I had this car once, but it was a piece of shit, and I was like, you know what? Instead of me looking at it every day and seeing what a piece of shit it is, I'm just going to throw it in the garbage, and that's what I did. I just threw it in the garbage. But yeah, number 27. Let's go over here and we'll check this bad boy out. If you notice, my pages are starting to fall. I need to get a new one of these books. I need to make my own. This one here's got too many mistakes in it. 27, okay. Right there. 27. Stars and Stripes. Let me pick this up a little bit here. 1975. Lighted Tyco Pro 2. And that's the only year they made it, was 75. Lighted Tyco Pro 2, 8625. It's a 4 on a scale of 1 to 5 availability, which means it's pretty darn available. But get one without a broken wing on it, good luck with that. Red, white, and blue, Stars and Stripes. There you have it. Closed cockpit body. Not like the 2G, which is open. Yeah. So let's put you guys on pause and we'll take over the track, and I'm gonna clean up these buttons. They're round, so you just put this on there. It pretty much spins. Look how shiny that is now compared to the one on the right. Well, yep, there you have it. Alright, I'm gonna put you guys on pause and take her over to the track. In a show queen with a rear wing that's not broken. I don't want to trash it. It's a nice drifter. I don't want to wreck it. I'm just gonna take my time. Try to be easy on it. Yeah, these Tyco Pros don't like the bank curves as much. The top lane, if you keep it nice and pretty much floored, it'll stay on. But the bottom lane, you gotta play around with it, keep it on. No chassis magnets, just a brass plate on the bottom. Yep. Well, there you have it, folks. Yeah, there you have it. Stars and Stripes. Here's the other Stars and Stripes I have. That's a curve hugger chassis on the bottom of that one. So yeah, got one with the Tyco Pro and one with the curve hugger. Yep, nice cars. Now here's the one I melted the hood, so you can't even tell. But if you look at that spot right there on the 2, that spot right there on the 2, where the paint's starting to come off on the 2, there's actually a bubble right there. That one's got a curve hugger HP2 chassis on the bottom of it. Let it sit too long. Let it sit too long, and the old headlight ended up burning a hole in it. Melted. Didn't burn a hole, it just melted. It got hot and melted the plastic a little bit. So, if you have a headlighted car, look and see what kind of a unit's in there. If it's the unit that's only half, and the bulb rests up against the body, plastic, do not leave it on a dyno for a long time. And you go running around the track, I mean, racing it, getting air blowing on it, the bulb ain't gonna get quite as hot. I mean, if you raced it 100 laps, the bulb might get hot and melted. But these older cars like that, the newer cars ain't like that. The older cars like these older cars, it should be in your collection. You want to run around like I just did, like 5 laps, and that's fine. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. But yeah, there you have it. That's requested by the dude. Appreciate you, dude. Yeah, you guys have a request for any of the three shows that I do, or an idea for my Friday Live. I had a request for somebody requested that I do a comparison, Tyco AFX comparison on the dyno. So I'm going to do that this Friday, which will be last Friday to you because these videos I'm making today are for next week. So I've already done that if I do it Friday. But that's something I'm going to do. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. Sign in, subscribe, hit the old like button. And, yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. That's another Tyco Tuesday in the book. Bye.